We are live. Sorry for the wait, guys. Hope you guys are doing well on this Saturday. Happy Saturday, everyone. Got a big update for you guys. I don't know if you guys know about this, but a California man was indicted by a federal grand jury in Atlanta, Georgia, on charges of threatening Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis. Did you guys know anything about this? If you have, let me know. So the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Georgia just announced this yesterday. In fact, according to the court documents, Schultz is the guy who is caught up in this whole mess here of threatening Fani Willis. Repeatedly posted comments in YouTube live stream videos back in October that were threatening Fani Willis with violence. So this is crazy, guys. This is wild. I mean, Fani Willis, guys. So Mark Schultz, 66 years old, older gentleman of Chula Vista, California, if I'm not mistaken, apparently made his first court appearance in California on Friday. And he was indicted on April the 24th and will be arraigned in Atlanta, Georgia in June, according to the Department of Justice. So craziness, guys. Now, of course, Fani Willis used to be on this case with Nathan Wade. Fani Willis is leading one of four major criminal cases against Donald Trump and has charged former President Donald Trump with felony racketeering and conspiracy charges for allegedly working to overturn the 2020 presidential elections results in Georgia. And she faced racist threats ever since her office began its investigation of Donald Trump. But that's not all, guys. I've got a lot more I want to share with you guys. If you haven't already, do your boy a favor, hit the like button for the video. It definitely helps to get this message out to more people. I want to thank you guys, as always, for sharing these videos on Facebook, Twitter, and other social media platforms. And thank you so much for always subscribing to the channel. You guys are absolutely amazing. Appreciate you guys. Happy Saturday. Who we got in the comments? We got a few folks in here already. I actually got a lot of folks in here already. What's going on? Good morning, John Lighton, Keenan Ripon, Tex, Josie, The Real. Okay, awesome. Rob Enfield. We got Jennifer Schaefer. Great, guys. But that's not all. DA Fani Willis also got served, and apparently she's quite pissed. She ain't happy. So DA Fani Willis, she got served. Critics of Fani Willis are saying that the Fulton County is a mess right now, especially when it comes to their justice system. And so much like how DA Alvin Bragg is running New York, Manhattan, Fani Willis on her end also seems to think that some felonies deserve to be downgraded to misdemeanors. Now, what's really shocking about this lawsuit is that it's coming from a state lawmaker, which makes it even more shocking, okay? Yeah, the Georgia State Senate is now begging the question of what's going on with some of these, with taxpayer money, with taxpayer funds. And it's like, if lawmakers can't get justice in Fulton County, then who the heck can, right? I mean, let me know, guys. This is the level of corruption is just unbelievable here. Unfreaking real. Angry Radish, thank you so much, my friend, for the $10 super chat this morning. I want to thank you so much. God bless you. Angry Radish says, finally able to see you live. I'm always missing you. Hey, you're here. You made it. Totally appreciate the support, my friend. You are absolutely amazing. But yeah, the corruption here, guys, is just crazy. But here's the thing, some analysts are questioning the timing of this lawsuit, right? And some folks are saying, okay, is this because of, how Fani Willis has been trying to get Trump with this election interference case? Is there more to this story with the lawsuit? Now, I personally don't think so. I don't think that the lawsuit has anything to do with the timing of this particular case and how Fani Willis is, trying to go after Donald Trump. But it is what it is. It is what it is. The lawsuit is, it's here now. Whatever the case is, it's here. And, the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking on the Georgia Court of Appeals regarding the possible disqualification of Fani Willis from Donald Trump's case. Now, we've already seen Nathan Wade disqualified. He's gone. He's been dismissed, okay? But now it looks like the people are in favor of this since thousands of signatures have been collected for this very reason. They're now trying to, for real, disqualify and remove Fani Willis from the case. And it's likely that a majority of critics actually want Fani Willis to join her former top prosecutor, Nathan Wade, on the sidelines. And I got to ask you guys, do y'all think that Fani Willis should also get booted from the case and join Nathan Wade sitting on the sidelines? Like, should Fani Willis go? Does Fani Willis need to get off this case? I need to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments. Matter of fact, hold on one second. Let me try something right quick. Let's see. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Fani Willis be removed from Trump case. All right. So let me know in the comments what y'all think. I just put a poll in there. I just want to hear from you guys. But yeah, so what's going on with this lawsuit against Fani Willis? That's what a lot of people are asking. And should Fani Willis be worried about it? That's what we're going to talk about a little bit here on this case, on this live here today. Got 97% of people saying, yes, she should be removed. I'm going to see how much that changes throughout the video. We'll keep an eye on that particular poll. But take a listen to what's going on here. Oops, I need to unmute this first.
Well, it's now being sued by a state lawmaker. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis now being sued by a state lawmaker. Republican Representative Mesha Mainor says Willis, among others, didn't do enough to prosecute Mainor's stalker and even work to help him get less jail time. Atlanta News First political reporter Doug Reardon is live outside of the Capitol for us tonight, live at 5. And Doug, Mainor's case has been going on for more than 6 years. Why file a lawsuit right now?
Right, Tori. We asked her that exact question when she gave us a couple minutes here at the Capitol today, and she said she tried to do everything that she could behind the scenes to handle these problems, and even got some stalking legislation passed here this session, but got no help from the DA, so she filed a lawsuit seeking some accountability. Mainor was stalked in 2019 by a former staffer who was working on her state house campaign at the time. She was granted a restraining order after his behavior became, quote, unruly and belligerent, according to the lawsuit. But Mainor is accusing District Attorney Fani Willis and Fulton County Commissioner Marvin Arrington, who is also her stalker's defense attorney, of working together to craft a plea deal and downgrade her stalker's charges from a felony to a misdemeanor without telling Mainor. He ended up serving no additional jail time, and Mainor said filing a lawsuit became her only option.
Wow. Downgrading the charges from a felony to a misdemeanor. I mean, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that should, do you support that? I mean, because this is what DA Alvin Bragg is doing in New York. But of course, DA Alvin Bragg upgraded Donald Trump's charges from misdemeanors to felonies. Yeah, go figure, right? So anyway, I don't know. It's just some craziness going on here. Now, Fani Willis's office, they already had a response ready to go, like literally ready to go for Mainor. So in a statement, her office said that Representative Mainor's allegations are baseless and we have not been served with the lawsuit. And if we are, we're confident it's going to be dismissed. So that's what they're saying. That's what Fani Willis's office is saying. And in this statement, they admit that they haven't even been served with the lawsuit. That's what they're saying. But yet, so it's like they haven't even seen it if they haven't been served based on what they're saying, assuming that they're telling the truth. I don't know how much truth there is in that statement there, but they're also confident and even said that the allegations are baseless. Now, I got to ask you guys, how are they so sure that the that these allegations are baseless if they haven't even seen anything yet? That's my first question, right? Like, I don't know. Is someone telling the fib here? I mean, what's really going on here? That's the real question. But I do want to say a quick thank you to someone who just sent me a $5 super chat. Del Rey Manis, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. Thank you for the YouTube tip, basically. Thank you so much. God bless you, my friend. I totally appreciate you. So, they're also saying that it's going to be dismissed, as if this is a sure thing, that they're going to be able to get this whole lawsuit dismissed. I don't know. You guys let me know. Now, the same message actually came from Commissioner Arrington, who said that the lawsuit was baseless and it was a waste of time and a waste of resources. Now, I'm looking at the poll going on. It looked like 98% of people were saying at one point Fani Willis should be removed. Now it's actually decreased down to 96%. So there's 4% of people out here who think that Fani Willis should remain on the case and be the DA and continue to attempt to prosecute Donald Trump and 14 other co-defendants on the Georgia election interference case. Now, the problem is that it came out that Arrington and Fani Willis actually had conversations about the stalker. And remember, Commissioner Arrington, he was a defense attorney for the stalker. In fact, some critics actually called it out as inappropriate. In fact, the same can be said for the DA and commissioner discussing all of this behind Mainor's back. Big, huge shout out to Dan Eccles. Thank you so much, my friend, for the $4.99 super chat. Really appreciate the support, you guys, this morning. Wow, you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. God bless you, my friend. Dan Eccles. So the same can be said for the DA and the commissioner. They're discussing all of this behind Mainor's back, okay? Which led to Mainor, I think Mainor is Georgia senator, Georgia state senator. Anyway, Mainor including that Willis was in the pocket of Commissioner Arrington. Rather interesting. What are you doing in the pockets there? So what's worrying is that Mainor felt as if Willis wasn't fighting for her. Now, again, this is a state lawmaker, guys. This is a state lawmaker. Now, if she won't fight for someone who is in office, like a state senator, a Georgia state senator, then like, what's she going to do for the residents of Fulton County? You know what I mean? Like, what's really going on? And Fani Willis typically brings up the race card. You know, you guys remember Fani Willis bringing up the race card a few times throughout the Trump trial. She said Judge McAfee doesn't want her to talk about race. Well, I'm going to talk about it anyway. Well, the state senator bringing these charges, this lawsuit to Fani Willis, is also a black woman. So I don't know what kind of race card she can use on that one. Because they're both black. Anyway, but this is not the only issue here. So Mainor also talked about the situation with inmates at the Fulton County Jail. So it's very important to note that, since late last year, and this is a very serious issue, overcrowding was already an issue in the jail system, okay? And in fact, 10 inmates died last year as the court system in Fulton County is still trying to catch up on criminal prosecutions. Now, this is crazy. This is really crazy. You got people dying in jail that really shouldn't even have been in jail, to be honest with you. Now, granted, I'm not saying everybody's innocent, but there's some folks in there that shouldn't be in there, right? But Willis has all the time in the world for vacations and charging a former president, right? Meanwhile, can you imagine you're sitting in jail because you had a expired driver's license? Imagine this, and this has happened to me before. You're driving down the road, you don't realize your driver's license expired, because who looks at that unless you need to pull out your driver's license? Like who looks at, comment down below if you know right now when your driver's license expires, like the date and the year, because I don't know. I wouldn't know unless I looked, right? So imagine you're driving down the road, you get pulled over for I don't know, maybe you're going over 5 miles an hour. You get pulled over and you realize at that point in time, after the police officer asks for your license and your insurance, he's like, hey, did you know your driver's license expired? So now you're driving on an invalid driver's license. You may get hauled off to jail if the police officer is not very lenient, right? Most officers are pretty cool. I'll be honest with you. I've been pulled over a few times, and most officers are actually pretty cool, contrary to popular belief. But let's just say you don't get an officer that's having a good mood that day. He hauls you off to jail. You're sitting in jail, and you're waiting to be, either bailed out or released. But you end up sitting in jail because the DA is not prosecuting your case quick enough because she's on vacation. Meanwhile, you're sitting in jail for a week for going 5 miles an hour over the speed limit with a driver's license that expired a month ago because you just didn't even know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like something silly like that. In other words, that person shouldn't be in jail. So this is why a lot of people are just like really, really angry with her right now. Now, it isn't to say that some of these people who, are in jail are not criminals, but it does show how much Fani Willis cares about doing her job. Now, this also kind of shows us that there's indeed some corruption going on, as Fulton County doesn't really seem to be treating these prisoners humanely. That's another issue that a lot of people have concerns about. Now, it also has others calling out the county government for corruption. And, I should also remind you guys that Mainor used to be a Democrat. So in other words, Mainor, who brought the lawsuit against Fani Willis just recently, she used to be a Democrat, but she left the party last year due to her support for school vouchers and disciplining prosecutors. I also read somewhere that she was just basically tired of this whole leftist crazy agenda, and she just couldn't support it anymore. Anyway, she also encourages other people who feel as if they have been victimized by the system to contact her office. So it looks like Mainor's trying to take Fani Willis down. She says that victims should never feel as if they have to blame themselves for things that they can't control. But what did this stalker do to Mainor, right? Well, after he was terminated from her team, he would show up at her home unannounced and uninvited. He would leave voicemails and even joined her church to supposedly see the representative. Some really distressing actions prompted this lawsuit to be filed, as Fani Willis in her office doesn't seem to care too much about the people. However, Fani Willis does seem to care a lot about your taxes. So Senator Bill Cosworth was among several officials who heard testimony about how Fani Willis uses their budget. Now, I would think that any Georgia Senate commission member, senator, would care about where their taxpayer money is going, because the taxpayers are what put these folks in office. Yes or no? Right or wrong, as my buddy would say. Right or wrong? So, Demi Ocasio, thank you so much, hun, for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the support. God bless you. So Senator Bill Cosworth was among the officials who heard testimony recently about how Fani Willis uses their budget. Now, this is gonna blow your mind. What's up, Catalia? What's going on? I see you in here. So Senator Bill Cosworth was among the officials who heard testimony about how Fani Willis uses their budget. Now, as far as we know, Fulton County, get this, guys, Fulton County has access to like $36.5 million of taxpayer money, okay? That's number one, right? But he questioned Fulton County Commissioner Rob Pitts and Fulton County Chief Financial Officer Sharon Whitmore about how the DA's office receives and spends the money. All right. They testify that Fani Willis has just broad discretion over the use of this money. OK, now this includes whether or not to hire a special prosecutor and how much they should be paid. So I guess it now makes sense as to why Nathan Wade made almost $1 million through just one case, because she's got broad discretion over where she uses this money, how she can spend it, and basically can't nobody question her. I mean, this is almost extortion of the taxpayers. I mean, so Cosworth likened it to the situation like basically like the Wild Wild West, with very little control being implemented on taxpayer money. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. My property taxes went up a couple $1,000s just this year, and to know that my taxpayer dollars may possibly be going to someone else's pocket, that doesn't make me feel very good. How many of you guys are paying more than $2,000 or $3,000 a year in property taxes? Just comment down below. Now, just imagine how much of that money. Imagine how you would feel if you found out that your money is going to someone else's lavish lifestyle. I'm just wondering. I want to hear from you guys on that. Now, Cosworth then said that these finance officers, they don't even know how much money is being spent on financial services, guys. They don't even know. $36 million. Okay. So out of this $36 million, they have no idea how much is going to financial services. They have no clue as to who is being hired and how much they're being paid per hour. If this don't piss you off, I don't know what will. Okay. X Factor says $5,600 a year in Cali. That's crazy. Dwight says that her income is around $247,000 a year. Honestly, I thought it would be more than that, to be honest with you. But thank you for that input. Comment down if you guys are comfortable. Comment down below how much money you're spending in property taxes per year. Todd Sapolsky says that he's spending $2,400 a year in Florida. Actually, you're doing pretty good, because Florida property taxes are very expensive, especially if you happen to live in a HOA. We were looking at not a HOA. If you happen to live in a condo, especially along the coast, a lot of those coastal condos are really high HOA fees and very high property taxes. Let's see. I saw somebody paying $8,000 a year. Who's paying $8,000? Moonwork says he's paying $8,000 a year in California property taxes. He said it's due to the high crime. Yeah, there's a lot of folks spending big money on property taxes, and it's crazy. And if we don't know where our money's going, we may be overpaying. Can you imagine that, right? So anyway, I know. So Fulton County Chief Financial Officer Susan Whitmore, she agreed and said that the Board of Commissioners has no oversight over the district attorney. None. She can just pretty much just be willy-nilly with your taxpayer money. Unbelievable. Now, to make matters even worse, DA Fani Willis doesn't even need to get pre-approval for hiring an independent special counsel to assist her. No pre-approval needed. She can pretty much hire whoever she wants. And she also is not compelled to report how the money was spent or who was hired and how much they were paid. There's no cap, apparently. Now, this is opening up a very huge opportunity for corruption in Fulton County, guys. Do you guys see the problem here? Now, Fulton County is probably not the only county that's subject to these rules. You may want to look and see where you live, if in your county, if there's any oversight with how these funds are being spent in your county. I'm just saying, because it's very clear that no one's keeping this particular DA in check. And this means that Fani Willis can basically freely use taxpayer money as she wants. And remember, a whistleblower tried to warn her about the plan to misuse federal funds. And instead of backing up this individual who wanted to help and give the people what they deserve, she was instead fired from her job and hauled off. Well, not really hauled off. She was walked out by like multiple police officers or armed security guards or something like that. Anyway, but now, with all this being said, I got a question for you guys. Do any of you guys believe that the corruption runs deep inside of Fulton County's DA office? I mean, because it sure seems like it. Now, I'm going to let y'all be the judge of that. I just like to share information with you guys so you know what's really going on out here. I see a lot of you guys. Joseph Joseph Lemenick says she's got a dream job. Susan Mayer says she's got too much power. She says too much power given to the DA's office there. It's crazy. I would have to agree with you. I I feel like it's human nature to it's just dangerous to give any one position too much power, period, point blank, whether it's the DA office, attorney general, any position of power. If they have too much power without being regulated, I mean, it's just, you're just begging for a problem. I'm just putting it out there. I'm keeping it real with you guys. Susan Mayer says yes, it's very deep. Let's see. Elvis Umbrella says, not without looking at my driver's license. Exactly. How many folks here have any idea when your driver's license expires? Most people don't know. So unless you check to, like right now, you probably won't know. So I hope you do check, because if it is expired, I don't want y'all getting in trouble. So get your driver's licenses renewed. But anyway, guys, I just want to drop this quick update on you guys. If you haven't already, do your boy a favor, hit the like button for the video. Totally goes a long way. Thanks so much for rocking with me on this live. Thank you for sharing these videos on Facebook and Twitter. And if you haven't already, do subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you guys as a part of the channel. If you want to support the channel as well, there's a join button down below. Costs about a cup of coffee, and I totally appreciate you guys. And I look forward to hanging out with